ClaretsTV speaking with Robbie Simpson after the win against Aveley here. Robbie, give us your take on the game today.
I'm absolutely delighted. We knew what the conditions were going to be. We knew what type of game it was going to be. And being honest, it's a type of game that we've maybe struggled with this season, particularly against a team like Aveley. The way they play and what they do, the conditions were probably more suited to them. So we knew we were going to have to stand up to a real tough, direct approach from them. And I thought we were solid the whole game. I thought we had a really good defensive structure to us. Everybody, not only for the first phase of a delivery forward, but the second phase is our positionings were really good. And our anticipation of where the ball might drop was really good. We used our bodies really well, made the first contact more often than not. And that solid base, we said before the game that we had to try and play risk-free football as much as possible, but play our way, not be sucked into a long ball game or a direct game. We had to try and get the ball down and play and secure our first pass when we won it back. And I thought we did that in the main, but we knew that in these conditions, in this type of game, it's quite often that a mistake decides the game or a set piece, and we didn't make any mistakes, and we scored a set piece. We should have scored more. We had a couple of great opportunities, and I thought we scored a great second goal actually with a quick bit of brightness, a quick free kick that I hope should have been allowed, but that the referee decides when the game restarts and doesn't. And I think if it had allowed that goal to stand, Aveley would have been really upset with him. So he was kind of in a no-win situation there. But I was really pleased with how bright our players were. And I'm super pleased with the victory. It's back-to-back wins now, 3 clean sheets in a row. I can't ask for more. We've found a bit of a rhythm defensively and a structure about us we're looking a lot more solid, which we needed to be. Everybody knew that we needed to stop conceding easy goals for the opposition, and we've done that in the last 3 games, and we need to continue to get better in that, because we've still conceded chances. I don't think we conceded a chance today, and very few in the previous 2, but we still need to get better in that and make sure that we give ourselves a platform, because we always fancy ourselves to score.
Yeah, and you mentioned the 3 clean sheets, obviously 2 wins in there. How important has it been to get these back-to-back wins now?
Back-to-back wins are massive in this league. They're so hard to come by, but if you can get in a rhythm where you just find a way to win each week, it makes such a difference. We've had that in obviously the previous 2 years where we've gone on runs, and I think it was this period last year actually when we went on a bit of a run. I think we maybe went 10 or maybe 15 unbeaten and won a fair few of them. So let's hopeful for a run like that. That's for sure. But we're going to take it game by game, keep progressing game by game, keep getting better at our defensive structure. We know we've got players that can create and score goals up top. So yeah, we done it early on in the season when we went through a bit of a tough period at the start in August, and then we went into September and found a real rhythm, won a certain amount of games in a row, conceded very little, scored a lot, and I don't know, it feels similar to that now, and I hope it is, obviously, and I hope it extends beyond just 1 month, and if we can really attack this end of the season, we can achieve what we want to.
And on the clean sheet front, Ted Collins has come back in and kept 3 clean sheets in a row now. So how pleased have you been with him, come back into the team after a few months or so out?
Super pleased with him. I'm not sure he's had too many saves to make, but that is down to him as well, and his voice and organising the back 4 in front of him. Been really, really good, and what he has done, his handling and his kicking has been really assured. It was a tough call to bring him back in because Woody's not put a foot wrong really. We just felt like something needed to change, and it was unfortunate for Woody. But Woody is an outstanding keeper and is going to be an outstanding keeper, and his attitude is a real credit to Ipswich, and we certainly wish him well when he heads back there, and thank him for his efforts. And he's Chelmsford born and bred, so he'll be following our results, and he's a bit bit of a fan now. So yeah, we absolutely love Woody, but Teddy's done great, and long may that continue.
Yeah, and at the other end of the pitch, Osman Fofana scored his 12th league goal of the season today. How impressive have you been with him?
He's frustrating, isn't he? Yeah, constantly have to speak to him all game. He's probably the player I have to chat to the most about where to be on the pitch, particularly defensively. But he's a bit of he's an enigma, really. I don't think I've ever coached anyone like him. No, he's had a couple of spells at this level that haven't worked for him, but we've certainly found a way to get goals out of him, and it's a great header today, really great header. His goals have been fantastic. I think it's very unlikely that we'll get to keep him. So again, a big thanks to him for all of his efforts with us. He's really bought into. When you sign loan players, you worry that they're going to think of it as a loan and not have the claret in their hearts and the real bit between their teeth to give everything for the badge. But he's certainly done that, as has Alfie Bendel. Every loan player, really. We really do well for them, getting them to buy into what we're about and really being part of it. And I think it shows with their performances on the pitch, and the fact that they go on to, like this season already, we've had Oscar Thorne go back to Colchester and get in their first team. Sam Gale, great to see him start the other night for Gillingham. If they come in and buy into what we do, they'll get better as players, absolutely, and their parent clubs will be watching as they do, and we give feedback to their parent clubs all the time. So yeah, we obviously hope to replace them if they do go and we don't get to keep them, and then the cycle starts again. Try and get the best out of them, try and get them buying into giving everything for the badge, and we'll do well by them and they'll do well by us.
Yeah, and looking at the team sheet today, a few absentees. Can you give us an update on the likes of Cameron James, Freddie Hockey and Jordan Greenwich?
Yeah, so Jordan, he might require surgery. He's got 4 fractures in his eye socket and cheekbone, but he might not. We're still waiting on that. I think the surgeon or the doctors are still debating whether to go in or not on that. Cameron, he'll be 50-50 for the weekend. He had a back spasm during the game at Welling, managed to finish the game, and just wasn't able to play today. And Freddie's hamstring looks horrific. He's had obviously quite a bad tear. We're waiting on MRI results just to see how badly, but he'll be long term. Great to see Rory start. So he's back now and he'll get stronger and stronger. Arthur looks back to his fully fit self. I thought he was excellent. Them two in there, it's great to have them two back in there. Blackie is going to return to non-contract training next week, and then it's just a case of a few weeks, maybe a couple of weeks of that, and then build him into full contact. We're looking at a February return for him, I think, so maybe a month to 6 weeks. Back end of February we'll be able to get Blackie back as well, and the squad will look a bit stronger. But I'd like to have a game where we don't pick up an injury. Sam's obviously had to come off with an injury today, but yeah, I'm waiting for a game where we don't pick up an injury, to be honest.
And finally, going into Saturday, play Enfield Town away. What are your thoughts heading into that game?
I haven't had time to think, to be honest with you. Like I say, we're just going game by game, so now this one's out the way, I'll have a good sleep tonight, but I'll probably do some analysis of them. Dan's great, who helps us do our opposition analysis. He's already sent me lots of clips on them and a bit of a report, so I'll probably go through that tonight, and it'll send me to sleep. And then because it's a short turnaround, isn't it? It's only a couple of days, so the players won't be in. They'll just be doing their own recovery, and we'll be back hoping for another clean sheet and another 3 points.
Okay, thank you for your time, Robbie, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Cheers, Josh. Thanks.